It's a proper campsite now, I'd say. Looks quite right. What do you think, Governor?
Morning, everyone.
I'm Clarissa.
I'm Jason.
And we're Michigan Life above the 45th parallel.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't known it already.
Got new merch. Ordered up some t-shirts.
Yeah. So it was fun.
Try some out. I think we like them. So we're up Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful forecast. So excited for it. First weekend this year where we can come up and just be like, no rain, good weather.
Yay.
Not freezing cold.
Yes.
So hopefully get some stuff done.
Yep, we're gonna clean up the camp this morning.
Yeah.
Just a little odds and ends.
The gas up generator. I want to empty out the gray tank.
Again, because that's what part of RV life.
It's just RV life. You gotta keep power going because we're off grid with the generator. Keep her gassed up and
keep the
water's low. Our extra tank's empty and the tank in RV's almost empty. So
we gotta do a water trip.
Yep. And then what do we got? What are we thinking about doing this weekend?
Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and try to sink that shallow well again.
Yeah, attempt number 2.
Yeah.
I want to change the way we did. So
yeah.
Hopefully it works out better for number 2. Read some comments as well on the video. A couple good points brought up and suggestions. So
yeah.
Might run with some of those. We'll see.
Yeah, my dad gave him some pointers.
I mean, a decade ago, we had seen her grandpa and her dad drop 2 different ones. And, I was there helping drive the pipe and stuff, but that was a decade ago. Brushed up on some YouTube videos, thought we had everything worked out, thought it was going to be cakewalk, and life happens and it wasn't that way.
Yeah.
So we'll regroup on that. Today, clean up campsite, water, gas, gray water. Grocery shopping. We need to do some of that. Yeah. Go see your parents. That's something. I think we want to go visit your parents today, and then I think your brother's doing a little cookout at his place today.
Yes, my brother, he's up. My brother and his partner, they're here from Chicago. They have a little property over by Lake Michigan.
Yeah, they're on the west, very west, literally on the shore on Lake Michigan. You can look out their camper
and see Lake Michigan.
So they're I don't know, like half hour
away,
40 minutes away max, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna go visit them.
We'll have a barbecue today.
So today's not a lot of huge major projects, but we're gonna get some things done. Maybe see some family.
Yeah. That we decided that we're gonna use this spot. Yeah.
What I think we need to do is prep a bigger, deeper hole. So I'm gonna pull the tractor bucket out. We're gonna knock this little old rotten stump out of the way, and then I'm gonna dig down probably, I'm hoping 2 to 3 feet with the bucket, maybe deeper, and just dig a kind of a pit.
Yeah.
And then once I have that a couple feet down, I want to get down with the shovel, make it big enough to where when I go with post hole diggers, I can go another couple feet down with the post hole diggers.
Yep.
So that I'm basically down to where I hit last time with the post hole diggers, and see if we can break through that layer and see what it is. And then start driving pipe, because I'm already, instead of driving pipe that far that we did last time in the other hole, now I'm down that far in an open pit before I even start driving. So that's kind of one thing I want to change. 2, I also didn't get a check valve last time. I totally forgot about a check valve, which wasn't a big deal because you kind of don't sink that all the way down. We could have sunk pipe and then put the check valve up on higher up, so not a huge deal, but I did pick that up. And then, so fingers crossed, attempt number 2 is way better and we actually hit water.
Yeah.
I feel like we do all the same things in the videos, but it's just more driveway work. We're still in the prep stages on the property, like developing the property, because it was just completely vacant land when we got it. Yep. This driveway wasn't here when we got it, but that had overgrown, but you could kind of see through the woods that there was something there, so that's why we chose the path we did, because it was the easiest. Instead of just clear cutting everything, we just tried to follow the path of least resistance through here. So that's why the driveway's kind of windy, and not by design, just by me and her with the chainsaw by ourselves in the beginning. So that's why we're always going back and reworking it a little bit, making it wider, as you know, we have more time to do stuff.
We got a lot. We have one that's gonna be ridiculous to cut down, and I've shown it in quite a few videos actually. It's our humongous maple over here.
I say it's like our gangster tree. I think it's like leaning so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how that thing hasn't fallen. It's crazy. It's like and the small tree next to it's actually grown into the branches. So like, that thing's kind of supporting it.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
I think the next order of business is over here where that like there's two kind of stumps are there. We got all those little small trees. I want to kind of, I guess, park it out. Get rid of the small stuff because that's easy stuff to drop. And then kind of on this end, you can see the little stragglers kind of sticking out in the circle, the little smaller guys as well. Think about getting those, and then if we just clean up and chip up stuff, move these logs, stack them up, then we're down to just like maybe 6, 8 big trees, and then we're pretty much cleared. And then it's just cleanup at that point. So.
Yep. Just cleanup.
Well, it's a lot of work. I'm just saying, like we can get past the nothing but cutting down trees part.
Yeah.
Because we're getting close to where I like the size of the area and it's big enough for a barn.
Taking this pile that we made last year.
The wood chipping we did last year.
All the wood chips. We were thinking of using the tractor to take and put that into some of those dips.
Pretty wet.
In the driveway. Jason.
Oh, when you do something with wood chips, I was thinking about maybe putting them in the holes, the muck spots, kind of fill it in, pack it down, kind of lock together a little bit. It'll rot away, but I don't know. I know wood chips aren't like the greatest thing to fill. We should be getting rocks, but that costs money, and why spend money when I can just use a free product here? And I mean, eventually, yes, we're bringing in gravel. I'm going to make the driveway real nice, but
that's way down the line.
If I don't have to do it right now, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and plus those rocks might not end up actually fixing the problem yet because it needs more dirt.
In the driveway, we're still kind of pulling a tree here, maybe straighten out a curve, you know, like fine tuning it. So it's like if I go bring in a bunch of gravel now, I might be just wasting money and dumping it where I'm not even gonna have the driveway in a year or two. Yeah. Once everything's completely developed and stuff kind of moves around and changes.
Yeah, because we're going to try to straighten it out in spots a little bit more because some are pretty sharp.
I don't mind the windiness because you can't just look straight down my driveway and see stuff. Like it curves, so it's just like you lose straight visual of everything on the property. I kind of like that, but I also don't like a snaky driveway. I just like to kind of want to cruise down the driveway.
Yeah, maybe some gentle curves.
So that's, I don't know. That's kind of game plan maybe out here, because I mean we got the small stuff, and if we take everything back to the edge, then I just got like these 2 big ones to drop. We'll have like probably maybe that big tree. I don't know, that one might stay, not 100 yet.
Yeah, it's a nice
And then behind you we got these 4. Drop these 4, and then the last big one would be this one on the opposite side. We spun around again, so I should have pointed this out first. And then we got this big guy here on the corner, which would make the driveway so much easier to get through there.
Yeah.
You drop that, push that stump out eventually.
That one's pretty big too. They're all pretty big, really. Okay.
So that would be what we need to get done in the clearing as far as tree dropping, because that would get us to the space we need.
Yes.
So I say kind of close, but we're not close. We're kind of close.
Yeah. So this would be where, like, if we do decide to come down here, I'll be doing wood chipping on these last little bits of piles. This is how big the pile is left from last year. On the one side, we had 2 piles over here that we started working on. And then we had 2 piles over here, and we've got that one left over here. So we're getting a lot closer on getting some of this done, but there's still a lot more to do.
Thinking. Because like this tree right here, like when we drop this one, I think it's a perfect one. If we cut that thing off at like 20 feet, then we can use it as a pole to sink down to like maybe...
You're talking about
I don't know, like
this
some
maple?
of these, yeah, no. Oh, that's a pretty big I mean, maybe we could use that one. I'm thinking some of these trees we're cutting down are kind of like medium size. They're straight. We can turn them into like little poles so I can make a little like, I think a little wood shack, a little covered
something
for wood storage or chopping firewood or something, and keep the firewood that I have chopped dry and just use some of these materials. Like the tree on the ground could be maybe used for that, but I don't know if it's long enough because once you sink it down a couple feet.
Yeah.
But maybe on a slope on the back end, maybe use this one.
Yeah.
I was trying to think ahead a little bit and use some of this wood to like make some little sheds to store shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of a little extra thought while cutting stuff down.
Should be interesting. We have all these stumps everywhere for all these
like
trees.
These guys, I'm not worried about these guys. Like with my tractor, like any of these little small trees, like no problem. Like this little guy, no problem. This guy, no problem. Oh, it's not even enough. That broke. Now this old rotten stump, I think my tractor, yeah, see? If it's that rotten, my tractor, a couple scoops loosen it up, I could probably get that out. But like the fresh one from last year, I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, there's some pretty
two
stiff
right next to each other. That's probably gonna be pretty gnarly. 3. That's the only thing about having the older tractor. Like, I don't want to super stress her out and put her to like hardcore work pulling like a fresh stump cut down last year. Like, if I had a new tractor, yeah, dude, I'd probably like not even think about it and just dig up the stump. Having the older one, she'll put in her work, but like she's not new, and I know that, and I don't want her breaking down and cost me a bunch of money. So maybe I don't push her as hard as she probably could work, but I just want to kind of take care of her, maintain her. She is old, so that's why like some of these bigger stumps, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use my tractor. We might have to run an excavator at some point to come in here, and I'll run it for a weekend, and I've used them before, so come in here and dig out some of these stumps and help level it.
Yeah.
I mean, that stump's huge. That's like one of the trees they came in and select cut years ago, and this one too, like.
Yeah, this is the type of trees they were cutting down.
Big boy.
It's a huge stump.
If you look throughout the woods, if you notice in the background, you'll see just big old honking stumps everywhere.
Yep, they cut down some.
Because it's pretty common in this area to be select cut. I mean, we drive around and see select cutting going on all the time around here.
Yep.
The reason Michigan used to do a lot of lumber back in the day.
This is a little bit of a tour of what we've got going on here at the moment. We're going to be repeating things quite a bit because that's what we have going on at the moment until we actually get everything cleared and leveled.
Yep.
And that'll make it to where we can actually finally start building something. And that'll be when there'll be different subject matters.
Yep.
We will have other stuff here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be trees, water.
Just maintaining the RV and developing the property. I mean, that's kind of where stages we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to change up the content a little bit for you guys, but it's hard when those are the tasks we got at hand, you know.
Yep.
So that's why we try and throw in some RV stuff in the beginning of the year to show you that side of coming up here.
Yep.
But trying to mix it up. But I think next couple months we'll have some different content coming out on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got
tree stump grinder maybe.
Cool stuff coming up. Not only that, but just stuff on the channel that doesn't even only pertain to just our property.
Oh yeah.
Have
a couple of little trips. We're gonna go ahead and get started on our day. So something else that we like to do is hang these little decorative tea light kind of things, or patio lights. You know, we string them up along the camper. It makes it really nice and festive feeling. So we'll be putting those up here on the camper too. A little bit of a before on this area before we park it out. It's a proper campsite now, I'd say. Looks quite right. What do you think, here, Governor?
Cheerio, mate.
All right, that sounds like quite right. Bitchin' time, sir. Yes, I think that looks quite lovely.
Yes, I do so agree myself.
Yes, I believe we have done it, sir. We have gotten our campsite.
We're
Looks
like southern now. We go from like bad British to southern.
Oh, did I?
I don't know. I think I got it.
I don't know. I was just doing silly voice. No, but that looks beautiful. I love it. Things are looking beautiful.
It's actually colder. This is warmer, probably.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be a giant snapping turtle.
Looks like a damn postcard.